Most trucks don't die because they're old. They die because of how they're treated. The truth is, hitting 500,000 miles isn't about luck. It's about habits. Quiet, consistent habits that don't make headlines, but absolutely make the difference between a truck that quits at 180,000 and one that's still going strong at 500,000. In this video, we're breaking down 10 real habits that truck owners swear by. Habits that have helped their vehicles outlive expectations, outlast trends, and outperform the average. These aren't gimmicks. They're grounded in real-world experience, mechanical logic, and the kind of care that builds longevity mile after mile. Let's start with the most overlooked one. 1. Warm-up isn't just for winter. Most people think warming up your engine only matters when it's freezing outside. But the truth is, your truck benefits from a short warm-up even in mild weather. When you start your engine, the oil is cold and thick. It hasn't circulated yet. That means metal parts are rubbing together without full protection. Giving your truck 30 seconds to a minute before driving, especially if it's been sitting overnight, lets the oil flow properly and reduces wear on critical components. It's not about idling for 10 minutes. It's about giving the engine a chance to settle before you ask it to perform. 2. Gentle starts save engines. How you drive in the first 5 minutes matters more than most people realize. Flooring it right after startup is one of the fastest ways to shorten your engine's life. Cold oil, cold transmission fluid, and cold metal parts don't respond well to sudden stress. Drivers who reach 500,000 miles tend to have one thing in common. They treat their truck gently until it's fully warmed up. That means no hard acceleration, no towing heavy loads immediately, and no racing to the next stoplight. It's boring, yes, but boring is what longevity looks like. 3. Oil changes, but done right. Everyone talks about oil changes, but not everyone does them right. It's not just about changing oil every 5,000 or 7,000 miles. It's about using the right oil for your engine, checking levels between changes, and replacing the oil filter every time. Some high-mileage truck owners even send their oil for lab analysis. That's not necessary for most people, but it shows how serious they are about catching problems early. At the very least, check your oil monthly. Look at the color. Smell it. If it's dark, gritty, or smells burnt, don't wait for the next scheduled change. Your engine is telling you something. 4. Transmission. Care is non-negotiable. Engines get all the attention, but transmissions are just as critical, and they're often neglected. Automatic transmissions especially need fluid changes, usually every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, depending on your truck and how you drive. If you tow, drive in stop-and-go traffic, or live in a hot climate, your transmission fluid breaks down faster. Ignoring it leads to slipping gears, overheating, and eventually failure. Trucks that reach 500,000 miles almost always have owners who stay on top of transmission maintenance. It's not glamorous, but it's essential. 5. Cooling system. The silent protector. Your truck's cooling system is like its immune system. It keeps the engine from overheating, prevents metal warping, and protects gaskets and seals. But coolant doesn't last forever. Over time, it loses its ability to prevent corrosion and regulate temperature. Flush your coolant every 2 to 5 years, depending on the type. And don't just top it off, flush it. That clears out old fluid, rust particles, and buildup that can clog your radiator or damage your water pump. A clean cooling system is one of the quiet heroes of high-mileage trucks. 6. Air filters and breathing room. Engines need air, clean air, and when your air filter is clogged, your truck has to work harder to breathe. That means reduced fuel efficiency, sluggish acceleration, and more strain on the engine. Replacing your air filter every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, or sooner if you drive in dusty areas, is a small habit with big impact. It's cheap, easy, and often overlooked, but it helps your truck run smoother, cleaner, and longer. 7. Tire pressure isn't just about MPG. Most people check tire pressure for fuel economy, but it also affects suspension wear, alignment, and even transmission strain. Underinflated tires make your truck work harder. Overinflated tires reduce traction and increase wear. Check your tire pressure monthly. Use a reliable gauge, not just the dashboard sensor. And rotate your tires every 5,000 to 8,000 miles. Trucks that last 500,000 miles usually have owners who treat tires like part of the drivetrain, not just rubber on the road. 8. Listen to your truck. Literally, high-mileage truck owners develop a kind of sixth sense. They listen, not just to music, but to the sounds their truck makes. A new rattle, a faint whine, a change in how the brakes feel. These are early warning signs. Ignoring small noises is how big problems start. If something feels off, investigate. You don't need to be a mechanic. Just be curious. Ask questions. Look under the hood. Trucks that last 500,000 miles are usually driven by people who catch issues early before they become expensive. 9. Don't skip the undercarriage. Rust is the silent killer of trucks, and it starts underneath. Especially if you live in a place with snow, salt, or humidity, your truck's undercarriage is constantly exposed to corrosion. Washing the underside of your truck regularly, especially after winter or off-road trips, can add years to its life. Some owners even apply rust-proofing treatments or use fluid film to protect metal parts. It's not just about looking good, it's about keeping the frame, brake lines, and suspension components intact. 10. Drive with purpose, not ego. This one's more psychological than mechanical. Trucks that last 500,000 miles are usually driven by people who respect the machine. They don't race. They don't slam the brakes. They don't treat every green light like a drag strip. Driving with purpose means thinking ahead, coasting when possible, avoiding potholes, not towing more than your truck is rated for. It's about treating your truck like a partner, not a tool to be pushed to its limits every day. What separates a 500,000-mile truck from one that dies at 180,000 isn't just maintenance. It's mindset. It's the owner who keeps a logbook, who knows their truck's quirks, who doesn't wait for something to break before paying attention. It's not about being obsessive. It's about being consistent. Small habits repeated over time build resilience, and resilience is what keeps a truck alive when others give up. If you're watching this and thinking, I've already missed some of these, don't worry. It's never too late to start. Every mile you drive with care adds to your truck's future, and every habit you build today is a step toward that 500,000 milestone. So next time you turn the key, remember, longevity isn't built in the factory. It's built in the driveway, one habit at a time. If you found these habits helpful, don't just keep them to yourself. Share this video with someone who loves their truck and wants it to last. And if you're serious about keeping your vehicle running strong for years to come, hit that subscribe button. Your truck deserves better, and so do you.